This is Evan Mercer, a 32-year-old delivery driver who was taken into custody after his co-worker, Jade Collins, went missing under strange circumstances. With no clear signs of a struggle and no known motive, the case was ice-cold until one crucial piece of evidence emerged that flipped everything upside down. The interrogation room would become the battleground where a killer would unknowingly confess to a crime he thought was perfect. It was October 12, 2023, when Jade's roommate reported her missing. She never came home from her shift at Patco, a warehouse delivery company where she and Evan both worked the late-night route. Jade had been in line for a promotion, and co-workers say she was on top of her game. Her car was still in the lot. Her phone was found powered off under her seat. And she had simply vanished. Investigators were baffled until they reviewed warehouse CCTV. The footage showed Jade finishing her route early and getting into Evan's delivery van just after midnight. What happened next was chilling. The van door slammed. Then, complete stillness for 6 minutes. Then a sudden violent jolt. The side door opened partially, then slammed shut again. And then, the van drove off. That was the last time anyone ever saw Jade Collins alive. Evan was called in for questioning. But to avoid alerting him, police told him it was about a payroll discrepancy. He was calm. Cooperative. Too cooperative. Detectives let him sit for over an hour alone. Evan thought he had time to rehearse his story, and that was his biggest mistake. When the detective returned, the tone changed. You said Jade was your friend. That you barely talked outside of work. So why do we have footage of her getting into your van the night she disappeared? Evan's demeanor cracked. She asked for a ride. Her car wouldn't start. I dropped her off near the gas station down the road. But the gas station had no footage of Jade. And Evan's route log showed no stops after midnight. The detective leaned in. Evan, we both know Jade didn't get out of that van. Tell us where you took her. Evan shifted in his seat, bouncing his knee, fingers twitching. Classic signs of stress. But he still thought he was smarter than the room. Look, she got out, okay? A guy in a hoodie was waiting for her. She said she'd be fine. It was a lie. Investigators already knew Jade's last text, a message to her roommate, said she was nervous about Evan acting weird again. Now detectives were closing in. You said there was a guy waiting. But there's no one on the gas station footage. No one but your van. You never stopped there. Silence. Then the detective brought up Evan's past HR complaints, one of them filed by Jade herself. Inappropriate texts. Aggressive behavior after she rejected his advances. That's when Evan started to unravel. I just wanted to talk to her. She wouldn't stop screaming. She called me a freak. I panicked. He broke. She tried to open the door. I pulled her back. I didn't mean to hurt her. Now they needed one more thing, the location. The female detective entered the room. Her tone was soft. Personal. Emotional. Evan, her parents deserve to bury their daughter. Don't make them wonder forever. That's when Evan looked down and whispered. The old quarry. Off Route 9. Behind the storage units. When officers arrived, they found Jade's body wrapped in a tarp beneath rubble. It had been weighed down with broken cinder blocks. Autopsy showed asphyxiation. No drugs. No alcohol. Just pure violence. Evan Mercer pled guilty to second-degree murder and is now serving 45 years without parole. He thought the van was the perfect cover. He thought he could outsmart the detectives. But in the end, it only took one lie too many.